Hey guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. So today we're just gonna do some SAT math practice, SAT review. So go get your pencil, go get your notebook, go get your tea, I don't know, and let's do some math. So let's take a quick look at question number 1. What are the solutions of the quadratic equation negative 3x squared minus 3x plus 18 is equal to 0? To make this a little easier for ourselves, we could factor out the greatest common factor of these three terms. So the greatest common factor of negative 3x squared, negative 3x, and 18 is 3. So let's factor out 3. So it's 3 times negative 3x squared divided by 3 is negative 1x squared. Negative 3x divided by 3 is negative 1x. And finally, 18 divided by 3 is positive 6. So I could set all of that to equal to 0. And I don't like dealing with negative numbers, so I could also factor out the negative. So this would become negative 3, and all I have to do is negate everything. So it's positive x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we would have to factor that out to solve for the solutions. And how are we going to do that? Well, first let's list out the factors of negative 6. So that's 1, negative 6, negative 1, 6, 2, negative 3, and finally negative 2, 3. Now we would have to find the set of factors that add up to the coefficient in front of x over here, which is 1. There's an invisible 1. So 1 plus negative 6 is negative 5. Negative 1 plus 6 is again, negative 1 plus 6 is 5. 2 plus negative 3 is negative 1, and negative 2 plus 3 is 1. So this set of factors would work. So to write this out, we would write it as x minus 2 times x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now, what values of x would give us 0 here? X could either be 2 or negative 3. So A is the answer. Now let's go to question number 2. Which of the following is an equation of line M? First, we would have to find the equation of the line, and we could do that using the slope-intercept formula, which is y is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y. Hold on, let me change my pencil. Y-intercept. Okay, so let's figure out the slope first. The formula to finding the slope is change of y divided by the change of x. Basically, you get the difference of the y coordinates and divide it by the difference in the x coordinates. So let's identify 2 points on this line over here. And you could choose any point, but I'm going to choose this point, which is 1, 0, and this point, which is 0, negative 2. I'm going to call these points x1, y1, and these points x2, y2. Now let's plug in some numbers. y2 minus y1, that's y2, negative 2, minus y1, which is 0, divided by x2. Our x2 value is 0, minus x1, which is 1. So negative 2 minus 0 is negative 2, and 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Negative 2 divided by negative 1 is just positive 2. So that is the slope of the line, which eliminates answer choices A and B. But let's find the y-intercept. As the name suggests, the y-intercept is just the point in which the line intersects the y-axis, and in this case, it's negative 2. So we would have to look for negative 2 over here. And let's look at answer choice C. Yes, it has a slope of 2, and yes, it has a y-intercept of negative 2. So C is the answer. Okay, so let's take a look at number 3. The circle above with centers C has an area of 48. What is the area of sector MN? Okay, so how many 60 degrees are there in a circle? In a circle, there are a total of 360 degrees. So to find the number of 60 degrees, we could divide 360 by 60, and that would result in 6. So there are 60 degrees in a circle. And we know that the area of the whole entire circle is 48. So to find the area of sector MN, all we have to do is take the area and also divide it by 6. and that would give us 8, so D is the answer. Basically, the circle is divided up into 6 of these different parts. So to define the area of each of these parts, we take the area and divide it by the number of parts. So it's just 48 divided by 6, giving us 8. Now finally, let's take a look at number 4. Which of the following is equivalent to the sum of the expressions x squared plus x and negative x minus 2? So let's put these together. We have x squared plus x plus negative x minus 2. So this simplifies further to x squared plus x, and this addition sign really serves no purpose. We just subtract x and then subtract 2. Now all we have to do is add up like terms. So we have x squared and positive x minus x cancels out to 0. And then we have minus 2 at the end. So C is the answer.